Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Brissett. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Mario Edwards. He's the one to... Get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Well, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Good set, good set.
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Down! You ready? Yo, cheat!
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now it's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now a carry from Mack. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, it's Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On first down, it's Love. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Love. Brought in over the middle by Grant. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. His first carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Luck on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
12.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll make it second down.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Play action. It's Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. A shotgun snap for Luck. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive,
You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And the Colts coming out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go.
Here's Hines, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carl try it again on 2nd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Now a play fake. Carr. And he completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A first carry now for cLoWninAtWilL100's. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
All right, get set, fellas.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Monday down. Express. Switch. White down. 24.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
6-18. White.
Carr now on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Locke dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, Locke. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Luck now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a first down throw. Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On first down, Carr rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grover Stewart getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, 7:34.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Get down.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Go. Get set. 808.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Love. And open right side, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Express. 4 down, 4 down. 6-18.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Boom! Yeah, baby! Get set, get set.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr escaping the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Low. You want it,
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. They don't have his man. That's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
4 down. OP. Check nickel.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, it's locked. Over the middle, ball here. It's Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Express! Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 7:34.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
Yeah, exactly right, because taking over the ball in this type of field position, all right, they feel good about what the defense just did. If you're calling plays, you're still thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, all right, let's just run the ball and try and get 3. You want to put it downfield, call your big shots, and try and get that big, big score.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Josh Jones in on the stop. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Lott. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 37. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. It's caught, Nelson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Express!
Carr now on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Monday down!
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Monday down! 180!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. You got three. Go ahead.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle? We're going to find out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it? It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts. And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Hey, 734. Express.
Can't believe we let you play.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance. That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way. Fighting through pressure. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's a fumble. The Colts pick it up. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory. So for Indianapolis, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara.